Hello everyone and welcome back. In today's video, we will be discussing dividend policy, a crucial aspect of financial management. Dividend policy refers to how a company decides to distribute its profits to shareholders in the form of dividends. We will cover the types of dividends, the factors that influence dividend policy, the different types of dividend policies, and the key theories behind them. Let's dive in. First, let's start with the concept of dividend policy. Dividend policy governs the distribution of profits to shareholders. It's a company's way of deciding how much of its earnings will be paid out as dividends and how much will be retained for reinvestment. Now, let's look at the types of dividends. Cash dividend. This is the most common type of dividend where payments are made in cash to shareholders. These are usually paid quarterly or annually. Stock dividend. Instead of cash, companies can issue additional shares to their shareholders. This increases the total number of shares but dilutes the earnings per share. Third one is property dividend. Companies can distribute assets other than cash or stock, such as physical assets or securities of other companies. Now, the fourth one is special dividend. This is a one-time dividend payment usually given due to extraordinary profits or asset sales. Several factors determine a company's dividend policy. Profitability. A company's ability to generate profits greatly influences its ability to pay dividends. Cash flow. The availability of cash is crucial for making dividend payments even if the company is profitable. Third one is retention ratio. This is the proportion of earnings that the company retains for investment rather than distributing as dividends. Now, the fourth one is legal restrictions. Companies must comply with legal regulations when deciding on dividend payments. Now, the fifth one is tax considerations. Both the company and shareholders face tax implications when dividends are paid, and this can affect the policy. Sixth one is market conditions. The overall economic and market conditions can impact a company's financial health and its decision to pay dividends. Now, the seventh one is company's growth prospects. Firms with significant growth and expansion plans may retain more earnings to fund future opportunities. Next, let's look at the types of dividend policies. The first one is stable dividend policy. In this policy, companies pay a fixed dividend per share irrespective of earnings fluctuations. This provides consistent income to shareholders and reduces uncertainty. Now, the second one is constant payout ratio. Companies pay a constant percentage of their earnings as dividends. This means dividend amounts will vary based on profitability, aligning dividends with earnings. Now, the third one is residual dividend policy. Here, dividends are paid from the remaining earnings after all profitable investment opportunities have been funded. This ensures that dividends are only paid when excess profits are available. Now, the fourth one is hybrid dividend policy. This policy combines the elements of different policies such as paying a stable dividend with a supplementary residual dividend. It balances stability and flexibility in dividend payments. Now, let's explore the theories of dividend policy. First one is dividend irrelevance theory or Modigliani-Miller theory. It suggests that in a perfect capital market, dividend policy does not affect a firm's value. Investors are indifferent to receiving dividends or capital gains, assuming they are taxed equally. Now, the second one is bird in the hand theory. It argues that investors prefer dividends over potential future capital gains because dividends are seen as less risky. According to this theory, higher dividends can increase a firm's value. Now, the third one is Clintel effect theory, which highlights that different groups of investors prefer different dividend policies based on their tax situations and income needs. Firms may attract different types of investors depending on their dividend policies. Now, the fourth one is signaling theory, which suggests that dividends convey information about a company's future prospects. An increase in dividend signals positive future earnings, while a decrease might suggest financial troubles. In summary, dividend policy plays a significant role in a company's financial strategy. Understanding the types of dividends, the determinants of dividend policy, the various dividend policies, and the theories behind them helps businesses make informed decisions about how to allocate profits. By considering factors like profitability, cash flow, and market conditions, companies can develop a dividend policy that aligns with their goals and shareholder expectations. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insights on financial management and business strategy. See you in the next video.